my hands and soap. Get a meat, let it drag on the floor. It's a 9 in the bed that I told. Working hard, we ain't having no hope.
Hello beautiful people, what's up, what it do? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Kaice, and if you are new, take 1 second and go down below, hit that subscribe button and click that little bell button so you don't miss when I post a new video. So today I am going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. This is literally the face that I wear in pretty much all of my videos. Sometimes I just change up the lip color or the blush color, but essentially these are the steps that I do and my staple products for my everyday makeup look. I just randomly put my hair in this little bow and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. This is actually a scarf that I got from Aunt Jackie's in a PR package. I don't usually wear my scarves like this, but I just thought it was really cute for this video, so. So my skin is already cleansed and prepped. I've literally been obsessed with the JLo Beauty, that Blockbuster Wonder Cream. So this is the moisturizer that I used on my skin after washing it and everything. So now, next thing I have to do is prime, and I have been loving the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This is actually a pretty new primer, but the first time I tried it, I loved it, and I've been using it every day since. I have like a combination of normal and oily skin. Like around here, my face is a little bit normal, sometimes even dry, but in my T-zone it gets oily. But this primer is like the best of both worlds. I feel like it smooths my oily parts of my face without over drying my dry parts. So I could easily say it's good for all skin types. And I feel like my makeup lasts longer than usual when I use it. So I just put this all over and the skin is smooth. Now, if you guys saw one of my most recent videos, then you know that I recently got my eyebrows ombre powdered. So I don't even have to do anything to my brows. So I can pretty much skip the brow step and go straight into my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my lips with the Lord Jones Whole Plant Formula CBD Lip Balm. They sent this to me and I like it. Like, it's cool. I'm honestly only using it because it's here. It's not the best lip balm ever, but it does what it needs to do. So so now, like I mentioned, I do have like an oily T-zone, so I like to take the La Mercier translucent powder in the medium dark shade, and I'm actually going to apply this to my T-zone. If you watch Jackie Aina, then I'm sure you've seen this tip that she does all the time to pretty much like set the primer and to prevent these places from getting oily under your foundation or whatever you're using. And you can see, like, as soon as I put it on, it like further smooths out these areas so they look less shiny. My nose especially gets so freaking oily. I do not know why. My nose and my forehead. So I like to pack a good amount of powder in those areas. If you have more dry skin, skip this step. So now I'm going to use my all-time favorite, the Kaice Tinted Face Oil. This is Bae. Okay, this is Bae. I'm in the shade 8.2, and I actually like to apply this with my Artiste foundation brush. Now this brush is not cheap. This is like a $60 brush. So there is a dupe by Real Techniques that I also really like. Now the bristles on the Real Techniques one are not as smooth, so it doesn't go on as nicely, but it's a good dupe. I'm gonna use my fancy one today. I kind of alternate between the two, to be honest. Like, if this one's really dirty, then I'll use that one. And with this, it's literally an oil, as you can see, but it doesn't dry like one. So I think that this will work even if you have oily skin. You can just do the trick like myself where you put the powder in your more oily areas, and that helps to prevent this from getting oily throughout the day. If you know me, you know I'm a Kaice stan. I love Kaice. Actually, a lot of the products I'm going to be using today are from Kaice. Really great, high quality products, great ingredients. It's a clean brand. All of the products have skincare benefits as well. I use this oil every single day. You guys see how easily it smooths onto my skin, and it instantly makes my skin look better. This is legit like my skin but better, and I love it because it doesn't feel like anything. It's so weightless, but it has really good coverage. Like, for me, I don't really have many skin problems. I just have like some discoloration, and I like to wear foundation just to give my skin an overall even tone, and this literally gives me my skin but better. I also just like to take a beauty blender and press it in because it is kind of liquidy, so this helps to just really get it into the skin so it doesn't transfer before I get a chance to set it. In general, it doesn't transfer. I don't want you guys to think because I said that it transfers, but when you first apply it to your skin, like I said, if you accidentally put too much, it can transfer. So this just helps to press it in. And this doesn't have any product on it. It's just dirty. So you could just use any sponge, any clean sponge preferably, but mine is just dirty because I've used it. But it doesn't have any extra product on it. And then I also just like to take it and put it over my eyelids because I don't typically wear eyeshadow, like for my everyday makeup. So this just helps to make sure that my eyelids match my face. The only thing that I do to my brows sometimes is put on a clear brow gel. I really like this one from Pacifica. It's the hemp fiber brow set, and it's literally just a clear brow gel that helps to kind of keep your brows in place. So I'll just put a little bit of this on. Literally just to hold my brows in place. All right, so now for concealer, I also love the Kaice Revealer Concealer. It is so creamy. Also has a bunch of good skincare benefits. I literally just apply this under my eyes to help brighten. I put a little bit on my forehead, not really that much because my forehead sticks out naturally, so I don't like to put too much to make it more visible. And then I put a little bit on my chin. Then I'm just gonna take a clean beauty blender. With some concealers, I like to spray some like Fix Plus or some type of spray on it to make it moist. But with this concealer, because it's so creamy and it's medium coverage, it's not full coverage, I like to take a really dry beauty blender and just blend it in so that way it doesn't lose any of its coverage. Because when the beauty blender is wet, it kind of I don't want to say it messes it up, but the coverage just isn't as good with this type of concealer. This concealer is perfect, like perfect if you're someone who doesn't really like heavy looking makeup, because it's going to brighten and it's going to smooth and get rid of your discoloration under your eyes or anywhere on your skin. You could put it anywhere without feeling heavy, on top of the skincare benefits that it has. All right, so after blending this out, I also use another pretty lightweight concealer product. Well, this is considered a contour product, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I freaking love this applicator. It's kind of like a sponge. The easiest and quickest way to give a nice subtle contour. Mine is in the shade medium dark. I believe this is the darkest shade. And I literally just press it. I do small dots all around. And then same thing on the other side. That's it. And then I just blend it out with my beauty blender. I use the same one, just the opposite side. And it blends out so nicely, especially with this tinted oil and the concealer. And it's easy. Like, this is super beginner friendly. The products themselves are not that cheap, but they're good quality. If you're someone who really wants a nice everyday look, like, I would suggest investing into nice products. If you try to perfect your everyday makeup routine with products that are cheaper just because, you're not going to be satisfied. So now to set my concealer, I'm going to use the La Mercier translucent powder in the regular shade. There have been so many translucent powders to come out since this one, but this one is still bae. And I'm just going to use my other dirty beauty blender to press this into my skin. I don't really like to put too much, but enough to really set it, because this concealer is so creamy. It can move around easily, so it's really important to set it. I just press it in as much as I can, and you can see the difference between this side and this side. The new One Size setting powder by Patrick Star is pretty good too, but this one is still my favorite. I think it just always looks so nice and seamless. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my forehead, basically everywhere where I put that highlighter concealer shade, to set it in place, and on my nose because my nose be getting oily. Then I'm just gonna take a clean foundation brush. It just looks dirty because it kind of is dirty, but it doesn't have extra product on it, is my point. Excuse my dirty brushes. But I'm just going to take this and like wipe away the excess color. You can literally use any brush you want for this. Okay, so now for arguably my favorite part. I'm going to bronze with the Kaice Stop the Show, or Start the Show? Stop the Show. I don't know. It's the Kaice bronzer. I use the darkest shade. It is deep and it's a warm dark bronze shade. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques fluffy brush. It's just called a powder brush. This is really old, but you can use any powder brush that you want. Mine is broken, so don't judge me. I use it so much, like my stuff be breaking. So I'm really just gonna put this everywhere that I contour pretty much, but this just helps to warm up the skin, and it also has like little highlight crystals in it. I don't know if you guys can see display just how pretty it is. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Kaice. I wish they would make me the face of their brand. If Kaice made me the face of their brand, I wouldn't use any other makeup ever again. But yeah, I'm gonna put this pretty much to frame my face. So here, 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 and here. You don't want to put too much because this bronzer could go from 0 to 100 real fast. So Literally, that's all I need. Sometimes I will take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder and set everything in place together, but right now I don't really feel like I need it. I only really do this if I know I'm gonna be outside and I need an extra layer of powder to like protect my skin from dripping down or getting oily. But I don't need any more powder. This is fine, this is good. Okay, so this is pretty much how I get my flawless base. Like, this routine never fails me. Next thing is to put on blush and highlighter, but first I just like to spray some type of like face spray. It could be anything. Sometimes I use Fix Plus by MAC. Sometimes I use my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Sometimes I'll use my Fresh Vitamin Nectar spray. I have endless amounts of face spray, but you could use anything that you want. I just use whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. So right now I'm feeling the Fresh Vitamin Nectar spray, so I'm just gonna spray this. And this just helps to make the powders look less powdery. And this specifically is really good if you're gonna be outside because it has antioxidants in it, which are gonna help protect your skin from like pollution and environmental stressors and things like that. So now for my blush, I'm pretty sure this is a limited edition blush. So if I can't find a link, I apologize in advance. But this is the Nars Exposed Cheek Palette. Nars has some of the most beautiful blushes. Like 90% of the time, I'm wearing a Nars blush. I like to mix these two shades right here. They're both really neutral pink shades, perfect for every day. They are, let me see the names. I always like mess up the names from trying to flip it. So I think Come Heather and Give It Away, I think. I don't know. Y'all can see it's these two shades. I'm just gonna take my blush brush. This is a blush brush from MAC. I'm probably not gonna link all my brushes because again, you could use any brushes you want, but I'm just gonna, but then I just smile and apply it. And I love blush. I think blush just makes you look happy, more alive. And then next for highlighter, I also have a lot of highlighters that I like and that I alternate with, but the one that I wear the most often is the Becca Champagne Pop Glow Dust Highlighter. So it is a powdered highlighter. It's not like a compact one, and I like these better. I feel like they go on more easy and they have a better glow. I have this high bone cheek highlighter from Sigma, but again, you can use any highlighter brush that you want. I do sometimes like to spray this with whatever face spray that I used. So I'm gonna spray my Fresh Vitamin Nectar spray just to get it a little bit wet so that it picks up the product better. You don't want it to be too wet though. So that's why I'm kind of rubbing it on the back of my hand so it's not too wet. Then I'm just gonna take the highlighter and apply it to the high points of my face. Sometimes I go a little overboard with highlighter, but I just think it looks so pretty. You guys probably can't even see that, but I like to put highlighter here. So on high points of both cheeks. Oh, you can see that. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I also put it on my nose. I love highlighter on my nose. I think highlighter on the nose just looks so pretty. And that is all for the face. Let's get into these eyes. Typically, I do not put on eyeliner anywhere. Sometimes I put eyeliner in my waterline, but for the most part, I don't. If you know, then you know, okay? I am obsessed with the Kaice The Big Clean Mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara. I genuinely feel like it has actually helped my lashes to grow. Now, I do have long lashes naturally. I always have to give that disclaimer because I don't want you guys to think that this mascara is going to make your lashes look exactly like mine. My lashes are like 98% genetics, and just like all of Kaice's other products, it does have benefits. So I believe it has castor oil in it, which is really good for helping to grow and strengthen your lashes. It has like a peptide complex, which is also really good for strengthening if you find that your lashes fall out a lot or you have trouble just retaining length on your lashes. I highly recommend checking this out. Sometimes I get mascara on my eyelids, so I just take a cotton swab and wipe that off. Okay, so I just finished applying the mascara. My lashes literally, they look false when I use this. Two other mascaras I really like are the Bag Out Bang Mascara by Benefit and the Climax Extreme Mascara from Nars. I really like volumizing mascaras because, like I said, my lashes are already naturally pretty long, so I just need a mascara to make them look thicker. And I feel like these three, this one's really dirty, hold on. These three are definitely my go-to. And if you're looking for a good like everyday natural lash, if you don't necessarily have really long lashes naturally, I really like the Allure lashes, the combination, the collaboration they did with Jordan Woods. I think these are a really pretty pair of natural lashes. I'm pretty sure you can still get these at like Target or Ulta, and they're really pretty like natural lash. Something I like to do with my mascara is just like fan it a little bit to dry it, because I have really watery eyes and I wear contacts, so if I don't dry it immediately, it will kind of start to fall down no matter what type of mascara I use. And I don't like using waterproof mascaras because they don't come off that easily. Alright, so last but not least, for my lip, I'm going to use my MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut. You guys are always asking me what my lip combination is. Most of the time, it's this brown lip liner. This is my go-to brown. I'm not even gonna say most of the time. I wanna say like all the time. This is the only brown lip liner that I really use. And I like my liner to be kind of thick. So I'm just gonna go all the way around. Then I usually alternate between these two glosses. I have no idea where I got this gloss from. It doesn't have a name. It doesn't have anything on it. I don't know if it faded or what. But I wear this one a lot. It might be from MAC. I think there's a similar one from MAC. If I can find one, I'll put one in the description box. But I wear this one, or I like to wear the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. It just depends on if I want like a little bit more color or if I just want it to be clear. Today I think I'm just gonna go with the clear, the Fenty Gloss Bomb. So I just literally put this on my lips where I didn't put my lip liner. My lips have like a natural brown tint, so I don't really have to put on anything but a gloss. And this just gives like a nice ombre glossy look. It's literally that simple. Like, so this is the final look, you guys. Really quick, really simple, really easy. By the way, if you're wondering what mirror I'm using, actually Kiehl's sent me this mirror for a virtual event that I didn't even get a chance to go to. But they sent it to me. It's from a brand called Fancy. If I could find the link, I'll put it down below. But I really like it because it's cordless and the mirror has a light on it. It will turn on. There we go. It has a light and it changes colors depending on like the shade of light that you want. I love it. So I'm gonna go get dressed now because I have something else I have to film today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I promise you this is the look that you guys see in the majority of my videos, so you can always reference this video if you're looking for something that I use. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye.
They say much they thought I was shy. I took off and went straight to the top. They can't fit me, a nigga too high. You need to stop living a lie. You know we keep stick like the shot. I know I be rich before I die. They won't respect you till you try. Hey.